Hi guys, in this video we're going to talk about friendships and how to determine if they are worth maintaining in terms of your energy and your time. How's it going, guys? Chris back with another episode of Mental Health Mondays. Mental Health Mondays is where we talk about stress, depression, anxiety, and everything related to those subjects. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell so you never miss another video again. Now, before we even get started in this video, I'd love to hear, what is a friend to you? What does that truly mean? And what have you found throughout your lifetime? How have you changed that definition of a friend? So when you look at a friend from when you were 15 to in your 20s, in your 30s, and well beyond that. And the reason I ask that is this is more of a video where I'm hoping to learn from other people, whereas a lot of the videos that I make are more about, I'm giving a lesson or an advice or something related to physical fitness or mental health. Because this is an interesting time for me. I feel like things are changing a lot as I go through my 30s. And there are probably several people out there that are watching this that are much wiser in years than I am. And I've just started to reevaluate what a friend is to me and what it means to where you want to put your time, since we have this limited time on this planet. And I certainly don't mean that in a negative way. I think that it's critical to find the people that help us to grow and to grow together. So to me, the definition of a friend is very different in my 30s now than it was in my 20s. I feel like even up into your 30s, and maybe this is a sliding scale for different people, in your 20s and below, a friend is mostly a source of entertainment. You don't know, it's just how they make you feel, and if they make you feel good, they're your friend. You're not in a friendship for a long term. Most of the time, through the thick and the thin, you might talk about boys or girls or something like that, but you're not at that level of maturity, at least I wasn't, that you're going to help each other through these big life hurdles that come up as you become an adult. So I do feel that a friend is truly someone who is going to help you through the thick and the thin. They're going to help you by being there, by supporting you, by not being absent if it's something other than a night out on the town for some drinks. That's what I'm finding in my 30s, is it becomes more apparent as you get out of school and everybody starts their own lives, that you start to become someone who is starting a family perhaps and buying a house and taking up these new responsibilities. It quickly becomes apparent how people are going in different pathways in their life. And that's totally fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But one of the beautiful things for me about being a physical therapist is I get to see everybody through each decade of their life. So if I see somebody at the different decades of their life, I get to see what happens if someone is actively social and they're seeking out those friendships, or if they're not and they become totally isolated, and what does that do to their function in terms of their mobility and their happiness. And that's incredibly important as we get older. You look at some of the blue zones and things like that, where if you're not familiar with those are the areas where they have the highest percentage of population of people over 100. And one of the biggest factors that they found in common, aside from diet and exercise, was their social influence and their ability to maintain relationships as they got older. So I found that if I'm always the one that is calling the other person, I'm always seeking out every single interaction, then perhaps I've grown apart, or I have gone in a separate direction is a more positive way of saying it. So I do feel that by the time you're in your 30s and beyond, friends to me should be people that are with you during the difficult times, and they help you and you help each other into these decades of your lives when you're raising a family, or even perhaps facing health challenges through all these different transitional periods of your life. That to me is a friend, somebody that has a mutual desire to build a relationship. And I do feel like those people can sometimes be rare. And you have to hold on to those people, because friendships are not your Facebook friends count. You could have 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 people on Facebook and really only know 2 or 3 of them. I'd much rather have 8 to 10 really close friends than 5,000 acquaintances. Guys, I'd really like I said, I'm sure there are people out there that are watching this that are wiser in years. How do you feel about friendships? How have they evolved throughout your years? And how have you determined who is worth your time and your investment of energy into a relationship? Help me to grow, help others to grow by responding to that in the comment section below. This has been another episode of Mental Health Mondays. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell so you never miss another video again. If you think someone else would benefit from this series of videos on Mondays, be sure to share this video with somebody else. And I post every Monday about 5 p.m. Eastern time, so be sure to check back next Monday. Have a wonderful day, guys.